Libra. So this is for the sun in Libra and the rising sign. I am bringing you 5 key points, 5 key dates, 5 key life areas where I can tell you how to navigate the astrological energies for the month of August 2023. Let's start with point 1. Point 1. First of all, I need to tell you that by the end of the month, we will have no less than 7 cosmic bodies retrograde. Whoa! So this is big stuff. Do not worry, Libra. It'll be okay. But I do have to tell you that you've got your ruling planet Venus retrograde, but we will have all of the outer planets retrograde, apart from, I think it's Jupiter. And we will also have, but Mercury is going retrograde. Please don't worry. I will come to it a bit later, but it's fine. Let's start with the 1st of August because we have the first of 2 full moons this month. This full moon is in Aquarius in your 5th house of fun and entertainment. How cool can that be? But I have a feeling it's going to have the brakes put on because there's a T-square between the sun, the moon and Jupiter, and it's kind of just slowing things down a bit. It's like there's conflict. It's like there could be things going on to do with joint finances, anything to do with property or buying and selling stuff, which are kind of taking you away from having the fun. But also this full moon, I really feel, could see some sort of resolution to certain things that are going on in your life so that you feel that you can progress a bit further down your own particular path to achieve what you want to achieve. The other energy that is happening is that Mars, our lovely planet of energy and assertion and sexuality, in Virgo, attention to detail, in the 12th house, all about the inner you, is trining, which is helpful, our big outer boy Jupiter in Taurus in the 8th house. Now this, the same time as this full moon, is giving you some really kind of hot, positive energy where you suddenly find the solution to what it is that needs to happen next with something. You'll know what the something is. I don't know what the something is. Let's move on to point 2. Point 2 is August the 16th, new moon in Leo, in your 11th house of hopes, wishes, the community at large. This is also the house of freedom, the house of energy and the internet. It's the house of Facebook and social media. It's all of those things. So we have a new moon here. Now, in this particular figuration, the sun and the moon are squaring Uranus in Taurus in the 8th. So be mindful, because this is the 11th house, be mindful of what you start initiating at the moment. You might be thinking, whoa, I've got that sorted and I've got that done. Now I'm going to do this. And I would just say, put the brakes on a bit, because Mercury is going to be retrograde in Virgo, which is your 12th house. You might come up with some better ideas. So take your time before making any big decisions, maybe about big purchases, that kind of thing. It could even be whether we have the expensive takeaway or the cheap takeaway. But I think you get the general gist. Just put the brakes on a bit. And let's look at point 3, because point 3, August the 23rd, the sun, our life force, our life giver, moves into Virgo in your 12th house of significant inner workings of your inner world, your psyche, your soul. And this is Virgo, and this is actually, as I say, where I think you might get some insight into ways of thinking and solutions you've been looking for that up to now have eluded you. So I think that Sun in Virgo is going to be quite helpful for you. And the 23rd is when Mercury, our planet of communication, does go retrograde. And that's from the 23rd of August until September the 15th. But I don't think this is a bad retrograde for you because it's about the inner you. I think you'll be doing a lot of perhaps sensible sitting and thinking and contemplating. I mean, you're quite active, Libra. You do like to get out and about, but this Mercury retrograde sees you certainly slowing down in here a bit and just having a little bit more of a think about how you proceed. Also on the 23rd, Venus, your ruling planet, our planet of love and relationship, remember, is retrograde in your 11th house of dreams and wishes and projects, squares Jupiter in Taurus in the 8th house. And Jupiter is about luck, opportunity and expansion. It's a square. It's expanding what potentially could be a bad decision about laying some money out. Be mindful of that. Let's move on to point 4. And this is when the Sun in Virgo, in your 12th house of the inner you, is in opposition to authoritative and rule-giving Saturn, retrograde in Pisces in your 6th house. Now the 6th house could be about service to others. It can be about our health. It can be about our daily routine. It feels as if this tension of the Sun opposite Saturn is really, it could be that you are being asked to take care of someone who needs your help. And as much as you're all too willing to help, it irritates you a bit because you've got things to do. And so what I'm saying, Libra, is you're going to have to use a bit of your ruling planet Venus benevolence and just go with that energy for that day or so around that energy, which is the, what did I say it was? It's the 27th. So just be mindful of that. Also that day, I think you will have a lot of energy because Mars, our planet of energy and action, enters your sign, Libra, in your 1st house. So this is going to sort of rev you up, and that might be why it's so difficult to take time out to help someone. It might mean someone needs a lift to a doctor's or a lift to this or a whatever, but there could be something of that nature around. Also on the 29th, which is still part of point 4, Uranus, our big outer boy of the unexpected, unexpectedly but not, moves retrograde. And it's Taurus, which of course is about money and joint finance in your 8th house. From August the 29th until January the 27th, 2024. Do not worry about this. A slowdown in this part of your chart is good. It's going to give you a chance to go back and look over anything to do with joint finance, pensions, taxes, anything, investments, anything that you've perhaps not had much time to give attention to, so that you don't have any nasty shocks from Uranus when Uranus finally goes direct again in January. Now let's come on to point 5, because point 5 on August the 31st, we have the second of our 2 full moons. It's a blue moon in Pisces, and it's in your 6th house, which is, as I've been talking about, service to others and health and day-to-day routine. It's conjunct Saturn. There really is something going on around someone or yourself in terms of being slowed down. I'm sure it's not this, but some of you might need to be mindful about not spraining an ankle or pulling a muscle or a tendon or a ligament, because this could put a stop, because it's the full moon, because it's conjunct Saturn in the 6th house, could stop you in your tracks. So just be mindful of that. Rest a bit. Take things slowly, because you've got Mars in your sign Libra, speeding you up, making you whiz around like anything, and you just need to slow down, Libra. Little bit of and breathe kind of energy. And what else have we got? Because Uranus in Taurus in your 8th retrograde is actually trining Pluto, a planet of transformation, also personal empowerment. And this is in Capricorn in your 4th house of home and family. There could be a surprising visitor, family visitor, or just a surprising visitor that comes to the home. And it will actually, I think, really help you feel quite good about things, so that even though that full moon might have put a bit of a dampener on things and slowed things down in some respect, the unexpected energy of that Uranus energy might actually be quite helpful. So on that note, Libra, thank you so much for joining me for your August astrology. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know how you like my new set. It's evolving as we go, and it'll evolve and change. And I think I'm going to make this room permanently my studio. And so there are some things I will have to do and changes to be made. Hopefully I'll get the lighting right at some point. But thank you so much for your patience with me, Libra. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.